Conservative New Media viewers, what's going on? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion. I'm talking about boxing. I'm talking about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Bryan Vera. This was a fight on HBO, and we had serious boxeo action here, dude. And listen, first of all, my personal opinion, no analogy, facts, not casting any personal for entertainment purpose only, please check disclaimers. I think Bryan Vera won that fight. Now, there was all kinds of different things going on in terms of like the weight situation and the rounds change and all that type of stuff, but I think Bryan Vera won the fight. Now, no doubt that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was stinging him with that left hook and some of those body shots, and I think he landed the heavier shots. But I think that Bryan Vera was way busier, and the punch shots show that. And I think that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was getting beat up in the face, dude. And it just looked like Bryan Vera had command of this fight. It definitely was an entertaining fight, and there was that whole thing of the activity and the busyness and the sort of ring generalship, if you will, versus Chavez Jr. just being able to slam that one shot in there and sometimes could sting Vera. So the judges saw it one way, I saw it a different way. I think, honestly, dude, I don't know how Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he thinks he's going to be able to win a title with this kind of performance, okay? Let alone, going up in weight and fighting, super middleweights, okay? I mean, how are you going to there's some serious super middleweights out there, and I mean, think about that. Think about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus an Andre Ward, dude. What would Andre Ward do to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., dude? With the speed and the movement and that, whatever. I just don't think that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., in my opinion, I think he could have came in better condition. So I was not impressed with his performance by Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I think he lost the fight, and I feel bad for Bryan Vera, and I'd like to see him do it again, at the right weight. But I mean, what's going to happen now for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.? Even though he won the fight, do you think that this diminishes his star power? What about Bryan Vera? Do you think he should get a rematch? Where does it go from here? Tell me what you think. I gave you my opinion. You can give me yours. Give me the comments below. Please subscribe. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it to your social networking sites. Thanks so much for watching. I'm John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion. You're watching Conservative Media. I'll see you next time.